By this point, people have likely forgotten about this already and moved on to other weekly avenues of things to argue about, but it's going to be relevant again whenever this actually comes around to being released. As you've probably heard, there's been talk of a movie based off the anime Ghost in the Shell coming out sometime in the near future, starring Scarlett Johansson as the lead role, Major Motoko. You've also probably heard people piss and moan about how she's a white woman playing the role of a Japanese woman cyborg. Because, I mean, what the fuck else are young people going to complain about? I mean, why deviate from the usual list, you know? Their arguments read exactly as you'd come to expect them to as well. I mean, it's the usual matters of how the role could have gone to an aspiring Asian actress instead, matters of quote-unquote whitewashing, etc., etc. There are, however, a couple things people seem to fail to understand about this. The first one, I can't really say that I have a source for other than my friend Shay, who's told me this multiple times across the past couple years, just random intervals when he's heard about it again. You can probably find this in a interview anywhere with Scarlett Johansson on the matter, but she is a major fan of Ghost in the Shell. Major. A big enough fan that this movie likely wouldn't happen if it wasn't for her insistence. She wanted to play the role that bad. It's kind of like Ryan Reynolds, what with Deadpool, you know? Y'all love that. So why the fuck are you saying this is different? Secondly, is that a lot of people know Hollywood is fucking evil. They can't see how clearly they think in matters of making things work, however. I mean, say you're some douchebag fat cat movie producer who's been convinced to make a movie based on a rather obscure series from a rather obscure genre. You're gonna need some big names to make sure this thing isn't a fucking bust, right? You could potentially lose millions and millions of dollars here. You're going to need names that will put asses in seats, get people to this movie, get it out there. And what's a name that's gonna get it out there? Scarlett Johansson. Now, personally, I'm actually really excited for this to come out. I mean, I'm about to dive into the second season of Ghost in the Shell myself, and I'm loving it so far. And the idea of having someone who's a major fan and also an established actress play the lead role gives me hope for it. It gives me hope that the other actors will put their all into the performance as well. It gives me hope that it will be executed faithfully, and that it won't just be a fucking turd. But again, even once the film's relevant once more for around 2 weeks spanning around its release and the week after its release, people eventually calm down and find something else to argue about. In fact, it'll probably be something that'll race bait just like this. I mean, would you put it past people anymore?